Hi everyone, my name is Jessica and this is Evelina. Today we'll be hosting a mini workshop for you all to talk about how to achieve your New Year's resolutions. So let's get started. So our first question for you all is, what are your New Year's resolution? Here's an example of some of the New Year's resolutions from our colleagues. So there is one from Evelina. She wants to learn how to paint. There is Tonya on the right-hand side who wants to learn Dutch. And there is me who wants to visit a new country. So in the comments section, you guys could leave your New Year's resolutions, as we also want to hear from your side. Let's go to the agenda for today. So today we'll be covering 3 resolutions. Resolution 1 is study abroad. So we will talk to you how to discover your perfect program with our AI student advisor, Sophia. Resolution 2, improving your English and get tips to boost your proficiency and confidence. And resolution 3 is to earn more as a student.
So let's start with first resolution to study abroad. As we all know, it's hard to decide where to study abroad, what programs to choose, and universities. So here is the first step you have to consider: why to study abroad. The main reasons to study abroad is personal growth. You gain independence, confidence, and invaluable experience growing yourself as a personal level. Another thing that you learn when studying abroad is improving your career opportunities, since you learn how to network between people, and besides that, most importantly, you open the doors for many more opportunities in the future. Another thing that is really interesting, because when you're studying abroad, you gain a lot of global connections, which means you gain your viewpoint in more diverse ways, basically being more international, meeting internationals around you, and being more open for diversity and inclusivity. And lastly, academic advancement. Basically, when you're studying abroad, you see education in totally different way when you would see in your hometown. Basically, you study in a way that you would learn together with students from different countries, and you share different viewpoints. You can discuss things in projects and so on, which really helps in an academic way to grow you as a person. But here is Sophia. AI Sophia helps you to find the programs, the destinations, the universities, to make this journey way easier for you, since everyone are tempted to study abroad by those opportunities to learn, but it's hard to find the way to get there. So Sophia helps you to find programs personally to you, academic goals that would match your personality, and career goals also. Besides, it helps to understand the tuition costs, locations, scholarship opportunities, and gives all of it in personalized recommendations. So now let's look in the popular destinations of studying abroad. Study destinations include the most chosen disciplines, such as engineering, business administration, medicine, or computer science. These specific disciplines are often chosen by students. Here we can see the most popular destinations of those specific disciplines. So let's take an example. Engineering discipline has a popular destination like United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, or Japan. And for example, computer science, it includes United States, Canada, United Kingdom, again, and Japan. Sophia offers a really varied locations for each discipline, which shows that Sophia is really open for any kind of opportunities and really global. And now you might wonder, so when you have destination, country, and also a program that you want to study, Sophia helps you in this way. But Sophia have more capabilities than that. It helps you to understand of that specific personalized option tuition fees cost, which is crucial. So, for example, let's take a popular destination, United Kingdom. Sophia offers that mostly it costs, tuition fees cost between 21,000 until 24,000 per year. The tuition fees are really various in prices. Of course, you can find the cheaper ones in Europe, but Sophia provides all kind of details in really detailed way, personalized to you. Here's the sample that students can write by asking a simple question, and Sophia provides extensive answer with linkable answers, such as by asking questions, which country is well known for masters in engineering, It not only answers the question itself, but also gives the linkable, actionable answers by linking you to our platform where you can find way more information.
So I will be now going into resolution number 2, which is to improve your English and boost your proficiency and, most importantly, confidence. So, before we begin, we want to talk about the importance of English for study abroad students. As we know, it's really crucial to learn English before you go abroad, but we have identified 3 core factors and reasons why it's so important to learn English and improve your English. So, for the first one, it's academic success. So, most of the time, the language of instruction is in English. So, that's why English is also really necessary in this case. And to understand complex concepts, you really need some knowledge of English and have a proficiency in English, because without that, the complex concepts will be even more complex than it was already. And also research and writing, which is also one of the major elements of studying. By having a proficient English ability, it's also makes it faster and easier to type up and research and read academic papers. And the second point is admissions and tests. So the 3 popular language proficiency tests are IELTS, TOEFL, and PTE, and these tend to be mandatory for admission. So these are also something you should know before applying abroad, is that you will need some form of English test to prove your proficiency. And during your personal statements and interview sessions for the admissions, English is the main language used. So this is also why. And lastly, everyday navigation and communication. So to navigate in a daily life, whether it's to ask for directions or ask for suggestions from the locals, you would have to use English in most cases. Although their English capabilities might not be the best, for instance, if you study in Europe, some European countries, their English skill might not be the best. However, it's a main language that a lot of people use in most of the countries. And also building relationships and networking, such as with professors, companies, or even your colleagues or friends. So these are the tips to improve your 4 English skills. So the 4 English skills are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So for listening, we advise you to watch English content with subtitles, whether it would be movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, etc. It will help you familiarize with the accents and phrases. So if you watch some more American movies, you would get that American accent, whilst if you watch these more English or British movies, you might catch on their accent. And secondly, there is speaking. So you could join language exchange platforms like Tandem or HelloTalk, where you are actually going to be talking with the natives. Because what is another better way than actually talking it out with an actual person that uses the language? And thirdly is reading. So you could start with simple content. So you don't have to start with something which is too overly complicated. So in this case, you could read a children's book, short blogs, short stories, and then you could move on to the more complex material. And remember, when you're reading, to highlight and read aloud, as this really helps improve your capability and reading skills. And lastly, for writing, we would advise you to join some forums or groups such as Reddit, Quora, and engage in discussions and ask and answer questions there. It's also a really fun way to engage and discuss on the topics you truly admire and like, and it's also, yeah, quite fun. And write essays. So you could also ask ChatGPT to give you some advice, or write it in your own way and then ask ChatGPT to correct it. This way you would know where you got the text wrong and improve later on. And a really important note is to not use ChatGPT within your motivational letter, as the admissions officers really do catch on this. So be careful of this. So don't use it fully during your motivational letter. And yeah, so in case you guys don't know, you could check English requirements for your program on our portal. So what you can do is firstly look up the study program you would like to study. So here's an example of master's degree in the United Kingdom. And once you found a study program which interests you, you could click on the program card and scroll down to admissions requirements. And as you can see in the second picture, there are IELTS, PTE, TOEFL test results that are needed for this study program. And also we provide clickable links to book these tests. So you could then click on these links and then it will redirect you to the booking page for these tests, which is also really convenient if you would like to book a test right away after seeing a study program that meets your interest.
And now let's discuss how can you support yourself as a student while studying abroad. So the most popular and I would say the best part-time jobs as a student is including retail sales associate, since it's really flexible in schedules and easy to find positions in this kind of area. And also salary varies between 8 euros per hour until 12 euros per hour. Another popular part-time job is bartender, barista, or just server. And this includes also flexible hours, social environment. You boost yourself out of comfort zone, and also it helps you to become more socialized. And it also gives a salary 10 euros or 15 euros per hour plus tips, because sometimes you can get even more tips when salary itself. And another really popular part-time job opportunity is freelancing. Freelancing is when you have a high standard or really high variable skill that you can demand on. Basically, if you're good at graphic designing, you can offer graphic designing skills, or if you're good at painting, you can also offer that by freelancing and doing it from whenever you want and from wherever you want. Also, you in this way you can build your professional profile, which is doubles the advantages of this part-time job. And lastly, language instructor, basically a person who could help like students like you to learn language of your own, such as if you're a native speaker of Lithuanian language, German language, or any kind of language, you can teach other students who want to learn this language or improve in this language by charging them 10 euros, 15 euros per hour, and also taking your flexible schedule of your own, flexible hours, working from anywhere you want, and it also gives opportunity to combine it with your studies. Important note, please take in mind that you should study and also do a part-time job, and it should not be more than 16 hours per week, since otherwise you will not compromise studies and work together. Also, an important consideration is before starting working in any part-time job, you should check your visa regulation, which is your work permit if you can't work in that specific country with your work permit. Besides that, you should check tax laws in your host country and to ensure that it comply with all your regulations, since sometimes it can lead to unnecessary fines. And also, as I mentioned, time commitment is crucial, because you have to understand how much time you can dedicate to work and how much time you have to dedicate to your studies. And lastly, cost of living. You have to use calculating tools to measure your budget and understand how much budget do you need to live comfortably and study abroad in the way that you feel supported enough. So these are the main factors that you have to look out for and make sure to check it out so you would be comfortable in studying and working abroad. And now, if you have any questions, please ask it. And we would answer gladly with Jessica.
In the comment section. So
Yeah.
after watching this video, if you guys have still any questions, you could drop them down in the comments. And for now, thank you so much for watching this mini workshop that we hosted, and see you soon.